Our application is taking shape and we're heavily using the provider package and the provider pattern, which is normal in bigger or anything but very trivial applications, because managing our state like this is so much easier and more convenient than doing it in the main Dart file and passing data around manually, which is very error prone and cumbersome. Now in this app there are a couple of missing pieces. Order now doesn't do anything. If we go to a detail page, we'll also only see the title, we see no content there. So these are the things I want to work on. I want to make sure that when we go to the detail page, we see some details about this element we selected. And on the card page, if I click order now, I actually want to place this order and store it as an order somewhere. Now let's start with the detail page, which is pretty boring compared to what we did before, because now we'll not really work with provider. We already are fetching our product here by its ID, and there's little else I need to do. But of course, we'll have to add a couple of widgets here to output more information about our selected product. So let's add a body to the scaffold here in the product detail screen. And in there, as always, it's up to you how you want to style this, what you want to show. I'll add a container here with a height of 300 in which I want to output the image of that product we selected. So the child of that container is simply a network image with image.network. And the information, well, we get that from the loaded product. That's where we get our URL from. So loaded product.image URL is what I use here. And on that network image, I also set the fit to boxfit.cover to fit that image nicely into the container. With that, if we save this and we go to the detail page, here's our image. Now the container should also take the full width, so I'll set the width to double infinity. And now, well, that is what I get. Now below that container here, I also want to output the description, so the details about this product and the price. So therefore this container should actually go into a column. And actually that column should go into a single child scroll view so that it is scrollable in case the space does not suffice on our page. And now below the container, in that list of widgets we pass to column, I'll have a sized box with a height of 10 to add some spacing here. And then I want to have a text which holds the price of that element. So here I want to have my loaded, or actually with a dollar sign in front of it, and then some string interpolation, my loaded product.price like this, and give this a little bit of styling by creating a text style here on the fly. And of course you could set up a general title theme for that if you wanted to. I'll just give this a color of colors gray and a font size of 20, let's say. And below that text here, I want to have my description. So I'll add a sized box here as well with a height of 10. And below that sized box, I'll add a text widget, which outputs my loaded product.description. And where I set text align to text align.center. I also want to make sure that soft wrap is set to true so that this wraps into new lines if there is no more space. And I'll wrap it into a container which has a width of double infinity to take as much space as we have on the screen, but with some extra padding where I have edge insets symmetric and only assign horizontal padding of, let's say, 10. And with all of that, this is what I have here. Obviously, not too fancy. You can obviously change this, fine-tune this, add different colors, whatever you need. It's not really the focus of this module, obviously, since we focus on state management here. But nonetheless, a nice detail page here where we can view more information about the product before we then favorite it or put it into our cart here, like this.